Hey everyone, it's AlluringSimmer here, back with another speed build, and in today's video we are going to be making a study center slash tutoring center slash daycare. I don't really know what to call it, but you'll kind of get the vision once you see more of the build. But before I get into it, I would just like to ask if you are watching to please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already to see a lot more fun Sims videos, and also leave a comment down below at the end of the video letting me know what you think of the builds. I would love to hear from you all. But now let's get back into it. So for this build, I wanted to go for like a very classic looking exterior. Kind of just looks like a house. I wasn't trying to do anything like fancy. I just wanted to create like a space for your Sims to go and study. I kind of made it very like, I guess, friendly for all ages. So if you want to bring your adult Sims that are in university to study here, if you want to bring your child Sims that need to do their homework, if you want to bring toddlers who just want to play, I do have like a few toys and like just a room that I think would be cute to have toddlers in. Maybe you could bring your Sims parents and like bring their kids in here and like teach them skills. I just think it would be a fun, like, after school space for your Sims, if that makes any sense. So for the floor plan, you'll see that I changed it up in a little bit. Right now, basically the idea was to have like two like rooms like that are kind of separate from the main room. In the main room, there's like a couple study desks, and then in each separate room, there's like a room with in each separate room there's like a chalkboard and one or two desks, which you'll see in a bit. Then I realized I needed to have a bathroom, and I kind of wanted to have like an office space at the front, and you'll see that the floor plan kind of changes throughout the build for a little bit, because I just had like the ideas and I just wanted to kind of play around with it until I figured out what I wanted to do. So here is me doing just that. I kind of had like the vision in my head of what I wanted it to look like, and basically I just used what we have in the game, but I also did use some CC. I will have a link to the pack, like the CC pack that I used, and also I think there's one other item that's like not a part of the pack, so I'll see if I can find a link to that item as well, and I will also include a link to that in the description. So now this is kind of like the final floor plan of the build. I think I may have made the office like a teensy bit bigger, which you'll see in a little bit. And actually I maybe lied, because I think I made the front room a bit bigger too. But essentially this is meant to be like a little waiting room, so I added in some seats. At first I wanted to make it like super colorful, and I think I still kept like the bright colors with the seating, but I just didn't do like the two different colored couches. I really like these ones from Dream Home Decorator, and I don't use them that often, and I only recently found out that you can have like the little sides on the armchairs if you select it under the options, and now I love using it all the time. It's also cute if you want to make like a proper sofa, like to have like the ends on the sofa. I don't know, I think it looks really nice. So for the front office space, essentially the idea would be like this is where you would like check in and like register to go to the tutoring center, or you can also think of it if it's like a study center, maybe it's kind of like a library almost. So essentially the person who runs this space, this is their room here. So basically you just have the office desk and two like little chairs in front of it, and then I put a bookshelf behind it, and then later you'll see I just went crazy on the walls. I added so many like little clutter objects and wall objects that I felt would look nice in the office space. Here I was trying to combine those blinds together to create like one really nice blind, and then I ended up just not doing that. I used a different blind instead and combined that one because it just like didn't clip as much, which I liked. And then I went in with the beamer light in every single room, because I just felt like the typical like fluorescent lighting that you see in schools, it's just very apparent for like a study center as well. So I thought I would use that here. I changed out the bookshelf just because I felt like it was very bulky and I wanted to get one that took a little bit less space. And then I added in some cute like school posters. It's like the poster that came with high school years, I think. I do want to mention that most of the build is items from the game and like DLC and stuff like that. But there are a few items, mostly in like the actual study center area, that is CC. Um, so just thought I'd mention that if you are on console, like you will not be missing out that much if you still want to download the build. I think I only used it for the chalkboard and some like random clutter pieces. I didn't really use it for any of the main furniture because I just wanted it to be accessible to people. So even if you don't have the CC, you should still be able to download the build and like have most of the items in it. Just like a few clutter pieces will be missing. This is where I kind of went in with like the wall objects. I added a lot of like certificates, diplomas, added a cute little calendar. I don't know, I just feel like these are the kind of things that someone would have in this space. I also used the like, I don't know what it's called again, the thing where you can set like the curfew board, family board, whatever it's called. I use that to kind of just look like a whiteboard with a calendar where like maybe the person who works here plans stuff. I put a lot of files and random books all over the place, and I also had like the business cards at the front of the desk kind of to, I don't know, look like they're advertising the place. And then I threw in like some phone and keys like in the files, kind of to look like they're lost in the files. I don't know if that's cute, but I thought it was cute. I really went in with the clutter. I will not lie, especially with the like study rooms. I also added a lot of clutter to the tables. From what I understand, Sims can do homework. Either they'll be holding the book like in their hand or they'll lay it out on their desk. So in my mind, it's like I kind of filled up some of the desk spaces because I'm like, they'll still be able to do their homework whether or not they can actually place it on the table. Sims can even sit on the floor and do their homework now. So no matter what, there will be space for them to do their work. Here, I wanted to make it kind of look like the posters. Well, not make it look like. I wanted the posters to kind of be seen from the outside. So I just flipped them around. If you want to do this, you just hit the key to like rotate an item and it'll flip the poster. And I think it turned out really nice. It kind of covers up the glass a little bit, which makes it seem almost like the inside space is a little bit more private. But also it's like kind of meant to look like advertisements for the center. And then here's where I was kind of trying to figure out the floor plan. It took me a while to kind of decide what I wanted to do, because originally I wanted to have like a bunch of like tables and chairs lining up, and I don't know why I didn't just decide to like make the build a little bit bigger, because this is not a shell challenge. Like, this is just my build. I could have changed it up if I wanted to, but I do kind of like how it turned out. It's basically set up in a way where like there's two, sorry, my dog is barking, but there's two tables with like 4 chairs around them, so you can have like group setting, and then there's one that just has like 2 seats. So maybe if you have like 2 university friends hanging out, 2 child sims like doing homework together, or maybe you want to have like a parent helping their child with homework and they're both just kind of chilling at the side. I just feel like it's a good, I don't know, it's a cute use of the space. This is where I went in with the clutter. I added in like little phones. I added like grid paper with the little clutter objects from the clutter kit. I used a lot of stuff from that kit, as well as high school years. I also did add some CC in here. I do like that we have backpacks in the game, but it gets kind of repetitive using the same bags over and over again. So I did mix and match it with some CC bags from the private school CC pack by 6simCC, and again, I'll have it linked in the description. However, if you wanted to download this build, you could go back in and just add more backpacks, or it'll just be removed and you'll still have some of the like regular backpacks still there. So there'll just be less, I can't even speak. There'll just be less of them in the build. I added a fire extinguisher. I added a little periodic table of elements. I put these blinds in, and then I didn't really like how they hung over the table, so I end up changing them in a bit, which you'll see. Because I just imagine when the Sims sit there, like they might kind of clip through the blinds, and I don't like that, so I just got rid of it. Here's the printer CC item. I was going to put it on a CC table, and then I was like, no, we're going to try and keep most of this in-game content, so I did feel like I wanted to have a printer, and we don't have one in game as far as I know. There is a table or a desk that has a printer attached to it from, I think, Get to Work. And I probably could have used that in the office now that I think about it. Maybe if I go back in to upload it, I might replace that printer with just the desk that has a printer, so then I won't really feel like I need it. I just felt like this build just needed a printer. I don't know. And then I added in a bunch of like CC clocks. Again, you could just go in and replace these with regular clocks. I might do that before I upload. So like some of the things that are CC, I might change out before I upload it to the gallery, just because I do like how it looks here. But again, I just want it to be more accessible for people. So if it's going to replace a bunch of items, I mean, it's not a big of a deal. I could also upload 2 versions. So I might upload this with the CC and then have the links in the description. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it up in the gallery with the CC in it, and then I'll upload a no CC version as well, because I feel like that would be nice for those who are on console so they're not missing the content, because there's definitely items that I can easily replace with stuff in the game. I just really like how the CC versions of them looked. But yeah, we're kind of getting close to the end of this build. There's not really much else to say. I think it turned out really cute, and it's just a fun little space for your Sims to go and study. I think it would be good for like storytelling, maybe having your Sims have a place to go after school and study. I just think it would be cute. And I will be adding like lot traits as well that will help Sims like with their homework. And if you have get together, you can definitely use the club's feature to like make it like even faster for them to do their homework and make that, you know, make their skills go up a bit faster. I don't know what skill they get with homework. I think it might be like mental, but I could also be wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I will have screenshots at the end of the video, so please stay tuned for that. Be sure to be on the lookout on the gallery. My origin ID is AlluringSimmer for the CC version and the non-CC version. Again, check out the description if you want to get the links to the CC that I used in this build. And again, feel free to like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Be sure to check me out on Twitch. I stream pretty much every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and some weekends. And I post a new video every Tuesday and Thursday. So I will see you on Thursday at 6 p.m. Bye, everyone.